Wait a second. That's better. Greetings, my name is Brian Clavey. Welcome to KillCo Whiskey Musings. Today for you we have a very special Westward. There's a big old story that goes with this, but the short version is I drove across the country to get to Oregon to go to this distillery. This is not the main reason I went there, but I was in the area, so I thought I'd pay him a visit. This is a single barrel release, and it's also something that's a little different, where I'm fairly certain they usually do malted barley only, but in this case, it's malted barley and a little bit of malted rye. I have tasted it before, but this was also after I had done a whiskey flight at their distillery, so by then my palate was pretty much shot. A little bit of plastic on the top here, always great. Oh, thankfully it has one of these little... There we go. I should point out it's an extremely fancy bottle, and the color on this, without even putting it in the glass, looks wonderful. Wow. Oh, some of that got on me. I know this is a bad idea, but I do it anyway. I have a problem. Woo. There. Not so bad. I can tell you right now, it smells really good. Start with the color there. Their website says they age their malt just like it would a bourbon, so I can only assume it's in new oak. And that color also is a clue that that's probably what it was. It's the rye that's the interesting part here. So let's see what this is like. To the nose. It is still a little grainy. I should point out this is a single barrel and it's coming in at 45%. The special part about this for me is that you could only buy it at the distillery, which is the reason I buy any bottle when I go to a distillery. Is I want one that you can only get there. There is a sweet vanilla tinge, which I'd expect from a malt. And for whatever reason, my brain said saffron. I'm not sure what saffron smells like, but my brain apparently thinks it smells like something in here. I'm also thinking of an antique store, so there's a little bit of that. How do you even explain that smell? There is a smell that when you get when you go into an antique store, it's kind of wood and dust. A bit floral as well, just the way it kind of lands on your nose, which is a strange thing to say. But as I have explained before, smell a rose and smell perfume are two different sensations. I think that's enough of that. Onto the palate. First sip, of course, we try not to think about it. Kind of just preparing the area here. This time, take a sip, hold it on the palate, and see what happens. I'm thinking of crisp sugar cookies. There's a hint of, I was going to say gingerbread. Yeah, there's a little bit of a prickly spice that comes in after that sugar cookie, burnt sugar cookie. And it's got a lovely little vanilla that goes through it. It does make me want more. It does make me want more, which is a very good thing. The proof seems right, too. I have noticed in my own personal collection that with bourbons and many of the malt, American malt whiskeys I have, they are not 40%, which I approve. It has a nice mouthfeel, too. Almost syrupy. Yeah, there's a vanilla sweetness at the beginning, and then the rye just comes in and does this little prickly dance on your tongue. And I can't help but think of like ginger snap cookies and a little black pepper. And it tapers off nicely. Like the finish is just a gradual lessening of that spice. I think they did a really good job with this as a barley rye mix. It could have gone heavy on the rye. That sometimes happens with a lot of whiskey, is they put rye in it and it dominates. But with this, the percentages are 88% malted barley and 12% malted rye. That works just fine. We'll have one more sip, see if anything else pops up. It's almost velvety texture. Oh. Sweetness, vanilla. And then it's like a build-up to the spice, which is where I think that little burnt bits of the sugar cookie come in. It does have a hint of the Christmas spirit, as in the kind of baked goods you expect to get around this time of year. I'm very pleased that this bottle has such a wonderful story of me getting out of my own space, doing this grandiose trip across the country and back again, and most importantly, spending time with my dear friend Amy. Amy, cheers to you, and as always, live long and prosper. Don't forget to be awesome, and I will see you out there. Special thanks to my YouTube members and patrons for supporting the channel. Thank you for watching. Remember to like and subscribe. I'll see you next time.